All righty, welcome everybody. It's Dr. Stan Harris, known as Dr. Breakthrough. Always give a disclaimer. I can't provide the breakthrough. I just prescribe the breakthrough. However, when people follow the breakthrough prescription, God provides it. And we've got Mr. Brian Roberts. Brian, we've got one of the biggest breakthroughs in communication and monetized e-learning. So we're going to be talking about 21 benefits that people do not want to lose out on. Brian, do you want to share the first one if you don't mind?
All right, sir. I would be glad to. So the first one is number one, affiliates. Buy and or market your course or training in up to 200 countries.
Wow.
200 countries now.
So I don't know about you folks, but sometimes think about this now. You're marketing your own course or what? That's kind of hard. But when you got a whole army marketing in up to 200 countries, that's pretty powerful. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm asking you to get something to write on and something to write with and keep notation. Let's just see how many of these benefits benefit you. Well, Brian, I have to say this first one, that was good. I got that one down already. And let me go number two. Here's the second benefit. Again, we're going to talk about 21 benefits you do not want to miss out on. And so Brian, again, he said, Doc, I've got some folks I care about. Let's create a video. We can send it to them to give them some information. So number two is to be able to get your training translated in up to 100 languages. Now, I don't know
Uh-oh.
about you, my friend. I was going to pay $2,000 to get my 21-day breakthrough challenge translated into Spanish. It would have been
Mhm.
somebody else's face, somebody else's voice, and somebody else's energy. Well, now instead of $2,000, it was less than $600. And guess what? It's not just Spanish. I got it translated in Japanese and Korean and German and Swahili. I mean, listen,
Mhm.
it's powerful. And here's the thing, it's called the field of favor. Sometimes, like when I first started speaking, Brian, here in America, we got so many choices, but in other countries, they don't. And the first time I went outside the country, these people treated me like I was royalty, and they just really were changed by my message. It made me realize my message was more powerful than I realized. And that's what's going to happen to some of you, my friend. When your message is translated into up to 100 languages and marketed in 200 countries by other people, that's going to be powerful. Hey, what about the third benefit they don't want to miss out on?
You get to number three, you get to leverage Six Sigma courses to create ultimate success, you without limits. Now, this,
And
of
then
course, is for kids too.
exactly. And even teenagers. And, the course is so powerful that Sloan MIT School of Business said it's the fourth, get this now, greatest innovation of top 10 innovations in the last 150 years. We're talking about cell phone, internet, and all that. So
Wow.
this course, again, first Six Sigma was just for the engineers and high level executives on that. But the fourth generation, which is called the Great Discovery, I mean, they have it for average everyday people. And my buddy Ali Madawi was a six-figure earner after going through the course and implementing it. He became a multiple seven-figure earner. Before the course, Brian, he told me he never consulted with the company. After the course implementing it, he consulted companies that do $2.8 billion. He also used it to drop 50 pounds, and his marriage was on the rocks, and now it's incredible. So he says this course is absolutely off the charts, and the course is going to teach people how to think successfully. So, folks, imagine your life without limits. Imagine if you could think without the limiting beliefs. Imagine without that self doubt. But we got to move on. This fourth one is incredible, instantaneous two-way translations. That's coming soon. That's the ability to broadcast to up to 40 languages simultaneously. Brian, that's kind of like the book of Acts, chapter 2, without the Holy Ghost, where every man heard them in their own language. But I just came from Florida. They demonstrated this. A lady up front on her computer on a Zoom spoke in English. There was a lady way in the back in this huge room, and she heard it in Spanish. The lady way in
Wow.
the back spoke in Spanish, Brian, and the lady up front, it came across in English. So
Wow.
imagine what that's going to do. That's a game changer, but that's just four. And by the way, all four of these grabbed my attention. So I got a notation on all four. Now, how many of interest you out there listening? Maybe it's zero, maybe it's one, maybe it's, I don't know. But Brian, let's give them number five, sir.
Okay, number five, opportunity to promote your course to affiliates. You get to pitch your own course.
Right. So my 21-day breakthrough challenge, Brian, when I uploaded it, they called me and said, hey, can you come speak on a Wednesday night? And I said, well, sure. What do you want me to speak on? They said, we want you to sell your course. I'm like, whoa, well, I can be there this Wednesday, right? That was like fishing in a bathtub full of fish. So, folks, imagine you get to upload your content, and then on Wednesday nights they let you speak for about 15 minutes to sell it to their affiliates. Now, you gotta hear me on this. Their affiliates are incentivized to buy, sell, or promote our courses and our content because the company constructed itself that it literally makes money only when it helps affiliates sell our courses. So the affiliate makes money, those of us who created the course makes money, and the company made money. And of course, if you're one of the ones who referred that person, you also make money. Man, this is like a great opportunity. But number 6, again, these are benefits. Let us know. Do any of these interest you? Number 6 is the choice, get this now, to be a content creator. Or you say, well, I don't have any content. Okay, well, guess what? You can just be a learner, right? Personal development, growth. You know, the largest room in the world is a room for personal development. I think it was Les Brown. We were speaking together in the UK. He said, information costs, but it pays for itself 10 times over. So you can be a content creator, you can just be a learner, or you can just be an earner, or what we call an affiliate, where if you have a decent influence or you got a decent email list or some kind of outreach podcast or whatever, where you can get the word out and people can buy these courses. And by the way, you can be a combination of all three. It doesn't matter, but you have the freedom to run those 3 tracks or combine the tracks. And that's the 6th benefit. So folks, make sure you keep a note now. How many of these? Brian, what's number 7, sir?
Number 7, the course that teaches you how to create a successful course.
Now, can I break this one down? I got so excited, Brian. I was telling all my friends, you know, pastor buddies, martial arts buddies, speaker buddies, and some said, Doc, that's just unbelievable. But I got one big problem. I said, wait a minute, if it's so unbelievable, why do you have a big problem? Some of them said, because I don't have a course. I'm like, dude, you've been speaking for 30 years. I said, yeah, I got speeches, but I don't have course. I have books, but I don't have a course. I was like, wow. So guess what? I went back to the company, and the company found a guy who made millions of dollars creating courses, teaching people how to create courses. And now he now has a special course that teaches you how to create a course. Now, if you're like I am and you already have a course, I'm going through that course to see how I can make my course even better so it can sell like hotcakes. If you don't have a course, you have a book. He teaches you how to take your book and make it into a course. If you don't have a book, he teaches you how to take an ideal and turn it into a course. If you don't have an idea, he works with you to help you to get an ideal, then to turn it into a course. I mean, it's all there. So imagine they help you create your course. You get to upload your course. Then you get to speak on a Wednesday night to the affiliates to sell your course. And then they create landing pages and do major marketing. This is amazing. And so number 8, by the way, is you get to give away free training from someone else, and you can gain a lifetime customer. What do I mean by that? Well, you can join for free, and we'll talk to you about that here in a minute. And then you can give out a link to a free training. Well, if that person likes the free training and they upgrade and buy a paid training because you referred them, your link is tied into them, although it's free, and then they upgrade and they buy something, you get paid, and they'll be tied to you for the rest of their life. So if they ever buy anything, you get credit. Brian, what's number 9? This is too good. All righty. And I think, Brian, did you get muted out there? So here we go. Yeah, I think he got kicked out, but that's okay. So we'll just real quick. What I'm going to do is while we're waiting for him to come back, I'm gonna show you. As a matter of fact, Brian, they took one of his little things and made a little demo reel where you can see him speak in different languages. So folks, watch this and then watch his lips. Okay.
Hey guys, this is Brian Lamont. You probably remember me from acting. Maybe you've seen me sing or speak, motivate, or maybe you've seen my wife's movie, Remember Me, the Mahalia Jackson story. She's the executive producer on Hulu. But either way, guys, my job is to empower you. I started a group called Diamond VIP with the idea, the motive of empowering people all over the world. We do work in Africa. And what we found through the great discovery is an opportunity to communicate wherever we are. Now you can hear me speak in Spanish, You can hear me deliver in German. You can hear me deliver in Mandarin. You can hear me deliver in French. Hola, soy Brian Lamont. Quizás me recuerdes por actuar, cantar, hablar, motivar o por la película de mi esposa, Remember Me, de Mahalia. مرحبا، أنا براين لامونت، ممثل ومغني وملهم. ربما رأيتني في أعمالي الفنية أو فيلم زوجتي. Salut les gars, je suis Brian Lamont, acteur. Peut-être que vous m'avez vu chanter, parler, motiver ou dans le film de ma femme, Remember Me,的 Mahalia。然呢，我是布莱恩·拉蒙特，你可能记得我是妍希认识的。或许你见我唱歌、演讲，或看我妻子的电影。Hey, ich bin Brian Lamont. Du kennst mich wahrscheinlich vom Schauspielern. Vielleicht hast du mich singen oder sprechen sehen, motivieren oder den Film meiner.
So you without limits, my friend, that's what we're talking about. Did you notice when Brian was speaking, did you notice the perfect lip sync? Did you notice that, my friend? That's how powerful this technology is, my friend. So imagine you speaking again, and they get to create this little demo reel. Matter of fact, when I got mine made, I sent it to Les Brown, and I said, Les, I said 4 words. Les, check this out. Les watched my little 1.5 minute video. He called me 5 minutes later. He said, Doc, I know you don't speak Japanese and German. He said, man, I don't care how much it costs to get this technology. Can I PayPal you? Can I Cash App? Get me this technology, because he realizes that being an English speaking speaker, he can only reach a certain amount of the population. But if he can speak all these other languages, he can reach up to 8.1 billion people. And so that, my friend, is what got Les Brown excited. He got started, and of course, several others. So Brian, I think I saw him come in. I think he might have got kicked back out, but let's move on real quick. So again, how many of these benefits will interest you or grab your attention? Let's go down here, my friend, and let's talk about the next one. So the next one again is number 9, the co-CEOs, Tim Taylor, who, by the way, Tim Taylor helped to launch 1,000 companies, and his wife, the other co-CEO, Sandra Harry, was married to Michael Harry, who created Six Sigma. And then I'm one of less than 200 black belts, 10th degree black belts in the world, but she's one of 26 executive black belts with this Six Sigma. And so what does that mean to you? That means that this company has a solid foundation, and these folks know what they're doing. By the way, Tim Taylor helped to launch a small part he had with launching AOL and also LinkedIn. And so, Brian, what about number 10? Folks, again, keep track. How many of these benefits interest you? Brian Roberts.
Number 10, potential to earn up to $100,000 per week and up to $300,000 in matching bonuses.
Wow.
Wow.
Now somebody might say, man, that's too big of money. Look, folks, you've been working, some of you 40 years, and you don't even make $100,000 in a year. So, but this is something that could potentially help you. And I know one thing, mark this down now, check the date and check me out this time next year. I'll be doing $100,000 a week. If not, for sure, I'll be doing $100,000 a month. But here's what I want to say, though, that the potential is there. And then the matching bonus. That's just to say, my friend, there's a way that we can make a difference here and also make money at the same time. But if that interests you, fine. If not, no problem. But number 11, as we're halfway home now, you get to connect with other like-minded leaders. And we have what's called the reverse crab mentality. Now, Brian, you know the regular crab mentality. What happens when one crab tries to get out of a bucket?
Oh, he gets pulled down by 1 or 2 or 3 other crabs at the same time.
Yeah, well, we got the reverse crab mentality, meaning we're like, hey, Brian, we know you're doing pretty good, but guess what? Go ahead, you could do more. Hey, Dr. Breakthrough, you're doing, but you could do more. Come on now, you could do more. Come on, Susan, you can do more. Come on, Dr. Ivanka. And so it's an environment where you're accepted as you are, but yet you're inspired to be more than you are. That's powerful. Hey, what's number 12, Brian? Another one of these benefits.
Okay, number 12, get invited to speak on podcasts, summits, TV, etc. I know a little something about that, Doc.
Exactly. And, you know, there's so many leaders here, people that have their own TV show, people that have their own podcast, their own summits. And so I've been getting more speaking engagements. And my friend, we had a guy come on our Zoom the other night and said, look, I've interviewed all the top people in the world and I need more people to interview. Could I start interviewing a bunch of you all? Like everybody was like, are you kidding? Of course you can, right? So that's one of the opportunities. So if you're looking to speak more, you want to get with Brian, join with his link, and that can happen for you. Well, number 13, again, keep track. How many of these interest you? 1, 2, 5, 7, 8? I mean, here's number 13. You get to go from being, ooh, this is so good, the best kept secret to the best secret people can't keep. Do you understand that there's somebody out there looking for you? Kind of like Bruce Lee. He spoke in California, did a demonstration in California at this tournament. And guess what, my friend? And one exposure got him on the television show to play Kato, which then got him to doing movies, and the rest is history. Listen, I can give you name after name of person, just one connection. And Brian knows a lot about that. He's so connected. It's amazing. But I'm saying, there's somebody, look, your message, like they're like, hey, you're the best kept secret. But guess what? Once you start getting this exposure, you'll be the best secret people can't keep. And then I'm going to give you number 14, or let Brian do that, and I'll take 15. So Brian, what's number 14, sir?
Okay, you get to join for free as an affiliate for a 14-day free trial and sell courses and make money.
Now that doesn't happen.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what they tell you? Hey, for you going to make money on this course, you have to buy that course. No, we got a Genius Club. It gives you 10% off anything you ever buy, but you get a 14-day free trial. Cancel on the 13th day if you're not satisfied, but 14-day free trial. In that 14 days, you can sell courses. They give you links and things that show you can sell courses and you can make money. So that Genius Club is powerful. So does this interest you, folks? Number 15, you get 3 and yours is free. In other words, if you have 3 other people to get started with the Genius Club as well, then yours is free. But if you get more than 3, then actually you get paid then to be a member of this Genius Club. And right now I've got about 59 people. So, you know, if I got a choice, did I want to pay for it? Do I want to get it free? Or do I want to get paid to have it? I decided to get paid to have it. Brian, what's number 16 as we're coming to a close?
Number 16, become a CLO and embrace what most are afraid of. Create your own unfair advantage.
Yeah, you know, everybody.
I like that one.
Well, yeah, you know what, man? And a lot of people are scared of AI, but guess what? Through AI, you can create an unfair advantage and you can leverage CLO, Chief Leveraging Officer, what most people are afraid of. But now when your competitors, quote unquote, they're only in America or they're in a few countries, you get to have your content translated in up to 100 languages, and you get to be promoted in up to 200 countries, and leveraging AI and now being able to leverage this instantaneous translations, that gives you the unfair advantage. I mean, listen, a person could be a well-known speaker, but if all they speak is English, they can't have the same potential that you have. So that's powerful. Number 17, real quick, amazing customer service and support. As a matter of fact, listen, I've been part of some great things, Brian, but it wasn't so great after all because I couldn't get the support, couldn't even figure out how to get the thing to work, right? So here we got support. And as a matter of fact, there's a website, alexhitt.com/team, TEAM, and he lists all if you're a person who likes getting on calls and likes all, we got it, right? And then we actually got a support at the Great Discovery. And then I'm also tied in directly with, I can actually get you on the phone with a customer support person if you join with Brian, and Brian and I are collaborating and working together. See, there's always benefits of working with Diamond VIP, my man, Brian Roberts. Brian, what's number 18, sir?
Number 18, maximize, mobilize, and monetize your expertise.
Ooh, and you, of course, you know something about that, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people, they got greatness in them and they don't even know. So the great discovery is we're going to help you. Matter of fact, when God made Adam, he said, you know what? Adam needs some help. But now where's God going to find the help that Adam needs? It was already in him. By the way, how long was it in him? from the time he was created. So when God formed you and I in our mother's womb, he knew what we were going to come up against, and he already put inside you gifts and talents and abilities. And Brian, most people are like I was looking outside trying to find some help and didn't know that all along it was already inside of me. And what happens though, we got to come outside of our comfort zone. Sometimes it's a painful process, but God himself reached down. He had to put him to sleep first, but he reached down inside of the man and pulled out of the man, Adam, what was in him that he didn't even know was in him, that was there to help him. And the great discovery is going to help you to develop, first of all, discover, and then develop, and then deploy, and watch this, and monetize your expertise. Do you know that one man or woman's junk can be another man or woman's treasure? So you might be looking down on what you have and your abilities, but somebody else will pay you for them. And Brian knows that they'll pay you to write a script and put out a movie. But anyway, number 19 is set it and forget it system for content creators who are super busy. What does that mean? That means you're super busy. You said, I do got content, but I'm too busy. Okay, fine. Upload the content, speak on a Wednesday night, go about your business. And like me, you know, I'm constantly getting money. I'm getting paid because somebody somewhere is selling my content. So you don't have to be like me and be actively working and part of this and doing this. No. Just go about your business, because remember, our affiliates only get paid when they make a sale. And so when they sell your content, they get paid, you get paid, company gets paid. So Brian, number 20, please.
Simple point and get paid systems.
Wow. So in other words, my friend, if you are up to promoting, like Brian and I are kind of like natural promoters, right? And all I do is point. Like for instance, we're creating this video. You can just watch this video, right? And we're going to give you Brian's website. There's a full presentation by the co-CEOs, and you can watch that. And all I do is point people to videos, let them watch it, or a live presentation. And guess what? They watch it, they like it, they get started, and I get paid. So if you can point, you got a finger, you can point, you can get paid. And then 21, the success line concept. What does that mean? That means each of us create the success for the rest of us. See, competition is the way of the jungle. Cooperation is the way of civilization. But collaboration is the way of the kingdom, and that's the way you get the fastest, most lasting results. And so we do a collaborative effort, and our motto is simple. We may not have it all together, but together we have it all. Because see, in some areas I'm weak, Brian's strong. So when we collaborate, we come together. Oh my goodness. And so here's what I want you to do. Take those numbers real quick, count them up, see how many benefited you. See how many you think could help you. Do you have 1, 5, 7, 9? Well, I got 21, okay? I mean, all 21 benefit me. Brian, I don't know how many benefits you. Did you keep count?
Oh, Doc, they all benefit me.
Oh.
You know, I come from promoting world, man. All this stuff costs major money. Major money.
Wow. Yeah, so folks, let's just say, let's lowball, Brian. Let's say somebody said 5. There's 5 of these that grab their attention that they think could benefit them. So Brian and I just empowered you to discover 5 reasons why you should join now, so you don't miss out on what you want. See, it doesn't matter what I want for you or Brian wants for you or anybody. No, it's what you want. And if you found 3 things or 5 things or 10 things, or like Brian and I, 21 things, listen, then you need to get started. And I'm gonna close with this, and that is, of course, I'll give Brian some closing words, but if we're willing to dedicate part of our lives to your success, would you allow us to help you, or would you fight against us? And I think, Brian, the answer is what? They would allow us, right? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to Brian's site real quick. It's going to be thegreatdiscovery.com/diamond VIP. It doesn't matter whether it's small caps, but just thegreatdiscovery.com/diamond VIP. And you can get started with Brian, and you're collaborating with Brian and I. And again, we're going to dedicate part of our lives to your success with this great discovery. And so, my friend, it's the start that stops most people. Don't let the start stop you. Get to the link, thegreatdiscovery.com, Diamond VIP, and get started now. You'll be glad you did, and we will be glad to have you. Hey, God bless you, my friend. Thank you for joining.